Is the thought of filing taxes stressing you out? I know for many of you, tax season can be extremely stressful. That is why in this video, I am going to give you 5 tips that is going to make tax season less taxing so that you don't be stressed out. You can get those taxes filed. But before we jump in, I'm gonna need you to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of this wealth building information. Now, let's get after it. Organizing your paperwork is one of the most important things when it comes to taxes. I feel like over the years, this has been the conversation I've had with clients. They get so stressed out about all the paperwork that comes in for tax purposes. So I am going to give you a tip on how to deal with this paperwork. If you are behind and you just wasn't doing it all year long, what you're gonna do is you're gonna organize all of your paperwork according to what it is, right? You're gonna organize all your bank statements, all your credit card statements according to what it is. And then you're gonna go month by month, getting your information set up. So you're gonna use my 12 by 12 system. That means you're gonna take 12 days, yes, 12 days, to organize 12 months of paperwork. Your first day, you're gonna go through the month of January. You're gonna go through your bank statements. You're gonna highlight anything that you feel is tax related. You're gonna get any paperwork that came in during the month of January, open it up, and organize it according to what it is. And you're gonna do that for 12 days, for 12 months. And that's gonna help you eat an elephant one bite at a time. When you finish with that first day, do not jump to the next month because you're gonna start to get overwhelmed and then you're gonna push it to the side. 12 by 12, 1 month, every single day for the next 12 days, and you will get yourself organized for tax season. Staying informed about tax changes is really important. So many clients come to me and ask me questions that are not relevant. Matter of fact, these laws changed like 5-10 years ago, and people don't realize it because they never take the time to stay informed about tax changes. And I know you may be thinking to yourself, well, isn't that the professional's job? Well, it is, but it's your money, and taxes is one of your biggest expenses. Don't you want to know about your money? Now, I normally wouldn't tell people this, but this is the one time that I'm going to tell you this. Do not shoot me. Do not put up crazy comments. I want you to go to irs.gov, I know, and click on tax updates. Read through it. It's probably 1 page, and it's going to give you little tidbits about tax changes. Why do I say that? Because if you can get your awareness up on things that are changed, you may have deductions that you didn't even think that you could take. And many of you actually throw away paperwork, don't tell your tax professionals about certain tax deductions because you don't know about it. So getting your knowledge base up about tax law changes is very, very important. Consider using tax professional software or using a tax professional. I know you guys love this DIY, and I know YouTube University has made us all feel like we can do everything on our own, but there are reasons why people have gone to school to learn this stuff. You don't know what you don't know. And using tax software would at least prompt you to think about some things that you may have forgotten about. I know that sometimes we want to do things on the cheap, on the down low. We don't spend a lot of money. But in this particular situation, not using tax software and not using a tax professional is costing you money. You don't even know how much money you are leaving on the table. So the best analogy I can give you is you go out to a restaurant and it's a party of 6 and they automatically add that 20% service charge to the bill. At least you know about the 20% service charge. Well, when you don't use tax software and when you don't use a tax professional, you're getting charged a 20% tip, a 25% tip, a 30% tip, and you don't even know it because they're not even telling you, because you are leaving your deductions on the table because you are unaware of all the things that you can write off. So I am going to tell you, stop being stressed out, hire a professional, you'll be glad you did, and you'll have more money in your pocket in the long run. Break the process of getting your taxes done in manageable steps. I talked to you about organization before. Not only do you need to organize your documents, but once you get your documents organized and identify all of your tax deductions, then you want to also look at your prior year tax return to see what types of things you wrote off from the previous year. What did you get your tax prepared the previous year? When you can take this process in manageable steps, get organized, review the past, write down any questions I have or things that I need to look up for the current year, you won't get so overwhelmed. None of us have been able to accomplish everything overnight. Anything that really requires our attention and knowledge base to help us usually takes us some time. Spend the appropriate time, but do a little bit one day, a little bit the next day, and so forth. Stop being on the weekend right before April 15, having your dining room table covered with all of your receipts, the floor is covered, the dog is grabbing your stuff, your spouse is saying, can't we go do something? Knock it off, stop that little trick, and get yourself organized beforehand. You'll be so glad you did, and you will be less stressed out. File as early as possible. The filing season usually opens up with IRS sometime around the 15th of January of every single year. When you are able to get yourself organized and file as early as possible, you're able to give yourself time to get your taxes done. If there's something that you forgot, you can always go back and get it. But when you are filing at the last minute, coming in under the radar, it's April 15th, it's 6 o'clock, and trying to file those taxes before midnight, you're stressed out, your stomach is hurting, you probably forgot something, and you're not giving yourself the best opportunity to reduce your tax bill. That is not how you're gonna lower your tax liability. That is not how you're gonna put more money in your pocket. You really gotta start tax planning. You really gotta start managing the biggest bill that you have by doing something systematically all year long. I already know you don't wanna have this tax conversation. I feel you, I don't wanna have it with you. But guess what? The government's not going anywhere, so we need to have these conversations. You need to make sure you're getting yourself organized. You need to make sure you're using software or a tax professional. You need to do this organization in manageable steps. You need to stop waiting to the last minute. And here's a bonus tip for you. Just in case you did wait to the last minute, make sure you file an extension so you can give yourself time to get it done. You'll be so glad you did, and your tax professional will be glad too. And I'm gonna be glad when you like, comment, and subscribe to this video, because you can't afford to miss out on any wealth building information. Now get after it.